Hey everybody, it's Monday and we're back. We're back with a vengeance. This is the DAOSmancave.
Oh yeah.
I cannot believe it. The remnants, the final pieces, the members of our former show, Punkass Gaming. We used to do that with actual studio equipment and a ton of other stuff. Now we are doing this out of Nick's living room. Say hi, Nick.
Hey, what's going on?
And we don't care who knows it.
Yep. Well,
great. Now I'm gonna get like death threats or something.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna come to my front door and be like,
actually, we should do this in garages around the valley. We
think
can't tell
so.
people where we live.
I think right.
Well, yeah, so we might as well just talk about what happened. Where has Punkass Gaming gone, and what is the DAOSmancave? Let's start all the way back at the beginning. I was born July 16th.
Should we like introduce who we are first? Because there's a lot of people who don't even know who we are.
I guess you're right. You're right. My name is Brad Vidrios. I used to be the host of Punkass Gaming, and the producer to my left.
What's up? I'm Jake. How's it going?
Also the producer of Punkass Gaming.
Former producer, yep.
Across the table.
and current.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm Nick.
Formerly known as Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
On
Long time ago.
Punkass Gaming.
In a former life.
In a former.
And we used to have a fourth chair, Mr. Brandon Turner. Unfortunately, he is not here. We don't know what's going to happen to him.
He did actually end up shooting himself. In the
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
He did eat the bullet that one time we
that
talked
was-
about.
That was sad.
Well, I don't want
Rip.
people to know about that, but
Rip,
yeah,
Brandon,
it's
rip.
been an interesting time. So now for a fill-in, we have our buddy, Mr. David Kohler. Speaking to the microphone, sir.
Oh, howdy. I'm David. Smooch.
You
This is David's
talk right into that mic, brother.
Eat it.
This is me. I'm David Smoochy Smooch.
David
I'll give you
Smoochy
everything
Wallace.
that you deserve and more.
So,
yeah.
what happened? We might as well talk about what happened and why we're here now. So, it started Christmas 2011. This is what started Punkass Gaming and everything. It was Jake, Brandon, Nick, and I. We were all hanging out at Nick's house, and I was playing Far Cry 3, and I was just doing dumb stuff on that game. And we're like, we should record this. We should do something with this. So we started a YouTube channel not long after that called DAOSmancave. And on that, there was a couple other people that started off, but it was mostly me, Nick, and Jake.
And all those people that originally started are still people that may or may not show up, you know?
They may show up in the future, but that's how it all started. And I posted some videos on Facebook, and I don't think our former boss ever really saw any of that, but I got a message on Facebook one day from a guy I used to work camera with. We used to do television broadcasting a little bit, and he was like, remember that one podcast or that one segment on the radio show that you talked about a long time ago with me? Brad plays with his joystick or something. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I know you're 18 now. Are you still down to do something like that? And I'm like, of course. I've started up a YouTube channel with my buddies even. So we got invited into his studio, and we started up a show called Punkass Gaming. We ran through like 7 weeks of trial period to figure out our flow and everything like that, and it went live. It's
not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm not here to shit talk our former boss or anything, but a lot of our stuff ended up getting censored, a lot of our stuff getting cut, and honestly, while we were reaching a big audience, we weren't really reaching the audience we wanted to. One of our videos on YouTube reached like 1,500 views. Something ridiculous like that. It was like the PS4 announcement.
Yeah, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When the PS4 first got announced, it was us and a couple buddies on a Skype call, and we got 1,500 views on that, and we were getting maybe about 300 to 400 on that radio network. So I eventually ended up punching Jake in the face one night, true story, and our boss fired us. So
Yeah.
Professionalism.
Yeah.
at his finest.
He was tired. You know.
Do we really have to tell the whole story?
No, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but you know, things got out of hand, and now we hate each other, but we're going to pretend we love each other.
Yep, and and then we realized after some friendship and bonding, we realized we don't really need our boss, and we can kind of do this on their own. So that's why we're here, and that's why DAOSmancave is now getting revitalized.
And then Brandon freaked out because he didn't believe it, and he shot himself in the face.
He shot himself in the face, man.
He's like, this is too good to be true.
We'll release pictures later.
Rip, Brandon.
Rip in peace.
Rip in peace. But this show is actually, I think it's going to be a little better than what we had before. The reason being, we were specifically focused on gaming. And, we're pretty much primarily going to be talking about gaming, but we can basically talk about whatever we want. We won't be censored. It's going to be good times.
Yep.
Like that booty?
Like that booty.
Mm-hmm.
Good times with that booty. So, might as well give a rundown a little bit on who I am. My name's Brad. I'm from Ohio, but I moved here like 7 years ago. Met up with these guys in elementary school. My favorite games are Mass Effect and Metal Gear. If you want to talk about any of that, I like RPGs, a little bit of shooters. I like to play a lot of different games. Right now, I'm not in any of the DAOSmancave like videos on YouTube because I've moved out of my apartment since I was last on Punkass Gaming. Not out of my apartment, but out of my house into some buddies. And I don't have a computer anymore. So I've been working on something on that end. But that's why I haven't been in any videos lately. Jake?
Yo, I'm Jake. I don't play video games.
Ever.
I don't even like video
He's
games.
never touched a video game, actually.
And I'm actually slightly retarded. So
Wow.
Well, people are going to
Well,
love us
yeah.
after that comment.
Yep. We just like alienated like the entire.
There goes. Yeah,
the entire
that's what we
American
do. That's kind of what we
population
do.
right there.
So
I don't care.
We just alienated the American population.
Should
I-
I edit this?
No,
and
you're fine.
No.
Should I take it out?
No,
Yeah, you're
unedited,
right.
Raw, juicy.
You know what I heard?
Just
I heard
that booty.
I heard Freddie Mercury gave
Oh,
Elton
No,
John
God.
AIDS.
You know, I heard that somewhere too.
I
can't
believe I
find it
heard
on
that
the
like
internet
on the
anymore.
second to last week before he got fired.
Oh God.
Except that none of you ever heard that because it got cut out of the show, and that's why we're
Yay.
doing this.
Um,
Well,
so Nick,
Nothing about me then.
I mean, I feel like as the show progresses, you'll learn to know who we are.
You'll learn to love us or hate us or both.
Yeah.
Jake and
Hopefully
Nick
both.
have known each other for a long time.
Yeah, since like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never looked at each other on Punkass Gaming. We recorded it all in our homes and then edited it all together, and it just happened to fit. So
I was there physically, but not mentally. I was on a lot of heroin, a lot of methamphetamine.
but then I went down to the Caravella house, and they cleaned you up.
I've cleaned me up. I'm only doing cocaine now.
No, they cleaned.
That's
no,
it?
let's be.
Oh, good for you.
There goes
man.
the joke. I was just gonna. No, he's cleaned up and he's writing the best music he's ever written, and it's a bright new future for me.
That's how Brandon went.
Yeah, that's how Brandon went. He offed himself in rehab.
Yeah,
People don't know that.
poor guy. It's really
Anyway.
sad. I hope people think it's real. Like Brandon killed himself.
So Nick, who are you?
I don't know. What am I doing here? Who am I?
Nick's a visitor from the fourth dimension.
That's exactly what the fourth dimension.
You
It's
weren't
like,
there for that episode.
It's like being a high when I'm not high all the time. But
all the time.
in my video game profession, official
Official video game profession.
official video
We're
game
definitely
profession.
professionals.
I've been the one uploading most recently Starbound, and I'm waiting for the patch that clears everybody's characters so I can actually start over without it being cleared again.
Yeah, Starbound's fun like that, where it's just like, hey, I'm gonna delete everything.
Everything you have.
You just
Well,
played for
well,
25
I mean-
hours.
I mean, it's beta.
It's time to delete your entire character and ship.
And ship and everything on the ship. You're not gonna get anything back.
I think it's fair
Have
to.
fun.
I think it's fair to say we have the same favorite game, though. Yeah.
Of this year so far,
Yeah,
what's your favorite game?
I think we have the same favorite game
Of all time?
of all time.
The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I think,
Oh, it's not Assassin's Creed.
No,
dude, Assassin's Creed.
Creed's a good series.
It's probably one of my favorite franchises, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The
that's-
Last of Us definitely stands out.
Okay, well, who is David?
Yeah, let's see who David is.
Oh, I'm David.
This is actually the first introduction of David.
Yeah,
So this is not.
the
This should be
first.
an actual legitimate.
This is
No, he was there when the GameStop Expo. That video's on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh.
was.
But does it fit
this-
in your hand?
This
Does
is
it
not
fit
my
in your
intro
hand?
virginity. We've already
yeah.
gotten through that.
Yeah. All those
That's-
videos that we're probably gonna delete one day.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm David. I don't know.
We don't really know
I don't know.
either.
He doesn't
We
exist.
don't know what's going on.
He's here because he's playing Magic the Gathering with us.
Yeah, they're like, David, you want to do this? And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Strapped on a mic, my dildo, and we just went to town.
We're all like Kevin Smith, except we're all unsuccessful.
Yeah, and instead of smoking pot,
we smoke a lot of pot.
We smoke heroin, and
we cook our own meth. That's a new thing we do in Nick's garage.
in Nick's garage, yes, and that's why we're recording.
I really
in
hope
his front room.
What do we do in my garage?
We cook meth
heroin.
in your garage.
Or meth, yeah.
Breaking Bad. Yeah.
I hope that we won't. No cops are listening. That would be unfortunate.
That would be very unfortunate if a cop decided to listen.
I don't know. I'd be fine.
Because some of these things,
you know what's cool?
they're not true.
My
but
brother is a DEA agent. So
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he just fixed cars and stuff.
He's being
joking.
Walter. He's
Oh.
being
Breaking
Walter.
Bad.
You know
I
what's,
haven't watched Breaking Bad.
you know what's
that
really
much.
cool?
to watch
You know
it.
what's really cool about this show that we weren't able to do on Punkass Gaming? We can actually like take a second and talk about Breaking Bad.
We can
You
actually
know?
take a second and talk about whatever we want because we don't have a time limit anymore.
Because Nick joined the party a little late to Breaking Bad. I think when you finish the show, we should have a conversation about Breaking
Nick
Bad.
didn't join the party late. I kind of joined the party late. I just started last night.
Breaking Bad?
Dude,
Oh,
I
dude,
started
yeah.
I started the party 6 months ago and I haven't touched it since like episode.
What?
I'm on like episode 5.
Dude, you need to get to episode 8.
We should watch them tonight.
No,
Come
Let's-
on.
We're all in different
Come
parts
on.
of the season.
Come on.
we'll talk about this later.
I think I'm the only one that's finished the show.
I think you
You
are.
might be, yeah.
Spoilers, Walter Jr. eats breakfast.
What? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I
Next-
saw when you posted that.
Every episode.
Every episode he does.
Next,
I've
you're
noticed
gonna
that
tell
at
me that he's
least.
crippled and he's
Every
retarded.
episode that he's in.
He's not retarded.
He's
Okay, but he's crippled.
dude. You can't say that. Like, I mean, I appreciate the fact that we're uncensored,
just
but you
fired
can't
David.
say that.
And we just fired David.
Yeah.
All right.
We may have to censor that, actually.
Like,
All right.
oh man, I'm peeking super hard, and I'm only laughing into this thing.
You're not peeking at all, buddy.
Don't
okay.
laugh into it.
All right, but yeah, that's who we are and why we fuck bitches. So
Yeah,
Make
so
money.
let's get to news, man.
well, before we get to news, there's actually a piece of Punkass Gaming that
Fine.
we used to
Jazz.
have, and it's what you've been playing. I can't believe I
wow.
forgot to include
I forgot
that.
about
Oh,
what
gee.
you've been playing.
What you've been playing. Who
you-
wants to
why-
start off?
Why don't you go first, man?
I'll go start off.
I really got to think about it.
If you went back and listened to Punkass Gaming, you'd actually know I'm a pretty big Sony kind of guy. So I have a PlayStation 4. Got it at midnight here with Nick. It was pretty cool. It was a fun time. I've been playing the only game that's on PlayStation 4 because there's only 5, I'm pretty sure. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 online because I want to get up in the divisions in the world because I haven't played enough of that game online, unlike Nick, who's like number 1 in almost everything.
Because of me and a couple other people.
And my buddy Thomas, who has a kill ratio of 4-1. Like, he's incredible. But yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of Battlefield 4. I've been playing Don't Starve on the PlayStation 4 because it's free. But I've actually been going back to the PS3 a lot. I've been trying to clean up some games on there. So we'll see. What I've been playing Chronicles of Riddick Assault on Dark Athena, a game from years ago.
That's a good game.
That I want to go back. I've been playing through Butcher Bay. Yeah, there's a ton of games. The new Devil May Cry that I wanted to play last year because I feel like that's necessary to have Game of the Year.
You're finally playing Devil May Cry?
DMC Devil May Cry.
Wow.
So
You're a little behind on the party there.
I'm a whole year behind on the
Yeah,
party.
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese.
But that's what I've been playing. So I've been playing nothing exciting because there's nothing exciting coming out right now. Not until March.
it's really a
Yeah.
boring time for gaming. This is a really horrible time to start our podcast.
It
on
is.
video gaming because video games kind of suck right now.
Yeah. Well, Jake, what have you been playing? Speaking of sucking,
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of PC gaming actually.
and by PC gaming, he has a Macintosh.
Oh.
He has a MacBook.
Hey, but right now you're listening to the Pro Teasy, so I mean, come on.
Yeah, this entire show is recorded on Pro Tools.
Pro Teasy for easy. No, I've been playing the original Half-Life.
Yes.
I played the game long time ago. I was probably like 9 or 10 years old when I played that game, honestly. So I went back. I'm playing it now, trying to go through it. I also reinstalled this game that I have in my Steam account called The Bindings of Isaac. Just started playing that last night. Dude, that game is so freaking fun. I didn't even realize I played that game for like 2 hours last night.
Yeah, how many other games do you know that you can literally shoot tears at other dead babies?
Yeah, it's made by the people who Little Meat Boy,
Super Meat
Boy, made by those people. So it's kind of fucked up.
Team Meat.
Yeah, it's kind of a fucked up game, but it's really fucking fun, and you should play it. And also Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh my God! You've really been playing Game Dev Tycoon.
Let's see how many hours I've put into this.
I don't think people
every day.
You see, people don't know this, but every episode of Punkass Gaming, without fail, this guy played Game Dev Tycoon every day for about 5 months straight.
Well, at least
like
one
non-stop.
I play it for at least once a week, and I actually stopped after our show ended. And last night I played for a good hour and a half. I've put a good 45 hours into that game.
You've put more than that. You've put way more than. I know you put at least 70.
I think you're their biggest fan.
Dude, that game is so fun. It is so fun.
Same thing, though.
I have put more into it because I bought it before it came out on Steam, so it's not even registering.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah.
When did you get that Steam version?
When it came out.
Yeah, as soon as it came out.
When was that?
I have no idea.
Last year sometime, like
I have no
late
idea.
last year.
So I mean, like I
think you've sunk at least 100.
I've played a lot of it before it came out.
Exactly.
Like I played more before
it was on Steam.
Yeah, that game is so good. It was made. It's made by 2 people, you know, and it's just like it's super respectable, you know. It's a really fun game. I love simulation games.
Yeah,
SimCity.
You've wasted your whole life on that game, and now you're playing it again.
Yeah, and I always game over. I've made it through it like 3 times, and I've played through it like about probably at least like 50 times.
And you always go bankrupt?
I always go bankrupt because I always like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing better, and then I just get way too into it, and I spend so much money
on one game. Crashes,
and then,
then
everyone hates it. It gets like a 1 out of 10. If you've never played this game, you're like, what the hell? Dude, play that game. It's so fun, man.
Nick, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Starbound. Recently stopped because of the patch that's supposed to come out last week.
I noticed you were playing it the other day, though.
Yeah, I did play.
For Rizzle, my dizzle.
Just a little bit, though. And then I've been playing, what else have I played? Last of Us Online.
Really?
Got back into that, yeah.
Wow.
I want to play. Want to play tonight?
We should play tonight.
Oh my God.
I'll play.
All right.
We have the map packs too.
Oh wow.
They also have like a whole bunch of new headpieces, hats.
It's been forever since I've played that game.
We're gonna say it now.
So,
Last of Us, Game of the Year.
Game of the Year 2012, 2013, 2013,
freaking dumb.
2011, Game of the Year 2010,
2002.
No, it's 2000s. The entire 2000s.
I'd agree
the
with
best
that.
part is that it was released
I'd agree
in 2013.
Yeah, but I totally agree with that. I think it is the best game of the 2000s.
Like of the 2000s.
Easily
in total.
the greatest game of the 90s.
Until
easily
3001 or 3000.
3005.
No, until then. Until 3000. There's going to be no other game that's as good as it.
I will be right by your side until 2005, dude. I will stand with you.
Fuck these other niggas. I'll be right by your side.
We got to see him. He's coming soon.
It's a song, so don't kill us.
Brandon's got tickets.
I got to get tickets.
It's too bad he's dead.
I know. It's too bad about Brandon.
We should totally take the tickets off of him.
Yeah, I've been playing
His
that.
dead body is in the corner. I mean, we should just.
It's kind of like there's flies around it.
I need to clear that blood off.
It's starting to stink a bit.
Yeah. It's been there for like 2 weeks.
Well, David, what have you been playing?
Yeah, David.
What you been playing?
Well, I'm strictly a PC gamer, so basically all my games are on Steam. And the one I got recently that I've been trying to play through is Metal Gear Solid Rising: Revengeance.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I've had a friend that's been playing through that lately too on the PC, and I heard it's a godly game on the PC.
It's really good, and it's hard. It's a lot harder than I thought. This is the first time I've actually gotten into a Metal Gear Solid or Rising, whatever type of game. And so I'm just jumping into the story now. And
that you know that there is absolutely no relation in the story at all from
There
that
isn't?
game. No.
I don't know. I mean,
That game does not follow
I
Metal
was
Gear
just
at all.
going around doing riding stuff, and there's like two-legged machines that moo at you.
Those only exist in Metal Gear Solid 4. The story to that game is nothing like that. Is not canonical. There's nothing related to the story in there because it's so goddamn insane. The game lets you cut up a box
it's
into
crazy.
like 90 different pieces.
You can literally control where you're aiming your slice and just slice basically any object in the world.
And
that
it's
isn't
hard
permanent.
because like the sword's way shorter than you'd think it is. Like the arc of the slash looks giant, but you're like, oh wait, that person's like 4 feet ahead of me. My sword's not going to reach, so I wasted all that slowdown time.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really help you out that much unless you're right on top of them. But I mean, then it's just the way that you attack and combo. You have to be so technical with
It's
it.
so
and know
stylish,
what you're
though.
doing. Otherwise, you're just gonna fail and land on your face.
You look and feel like a beast in that game.
Oh yeah, no. When I play that game, I'm glad I have a controller that I can plug into my computer. Otherwise, it would be just the worst piece of shit.
That would be
You know what
uncomfortable.
I heard that they have the controller. It actually, when you plug in the controller, it doesn't change the prompts to a controller prompt. It stays a keyboard.
Some
so you have
games.
no idea.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, no. Some games it does that. On Metal Gear Rising, it doesn't. On Metal Gear Rising, it will show the proper buttons for a controller.
It will?
It is controller enabled.
Okay,
so
that's
it
nice.
will show you what buttons to press for your controller.
It better be, because that'd be an uncomfortable game to play.
Yeah, no, like press, A, and it really means like X on your controller or whatever.
Oh, wait, no, it
Yeah.
doesn't change that. Or does it?
It does.
Oh,
it does.
okay.
I'm saying it would be ridiculous if it didn't.
Yeah, if it did, yeah.
Because there are some games that do.
I can't imagine playing that game on a keyboard.
I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard. There are really only a few main buttons that you have to focus on.
But like the counter button, like you're using the counter button a lot,
the counter,
and you're slowing down time a lot.
There's no counter button, and you don't really slow time.
I thought that the guard button was the counter button.
There's no guard.
I know there's no like block button.
Yeah, but you have to move in the direction of where
And then you
they're
slash
attacking, and then you have to press the light attack button
Yeah.
to guard. But it's still like you have to do it at just.
And
the
that's
right
why I
moment.
don't like that game. And that's why I'll never buy it. Because I
What?
think that's fucked up.
It is.
You have
it's
to
difficult.
attack in their direction in order to block.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
It is pretty difficult, especially because that means you have to pay attention to everything that's around you.
Yeah,
And what'll happen is like a red light will kind of like flash for like a second, and you have to see that, move to whatever direction that is at the right moment.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
I heard it's a
ridiculous.
super short game though.
I don't know about. I'm not even done with the second mission yet.
You and I are gonna brought over some Metal Gear later because I don't have that opportunity too often. John, if you guys remember John on Punkass Gaming, he was on 2 or 3 episodes. He is the only person I can Metal Gear with. So,
Yeah, I'm not huge into the Metal Gear.
well, that's what we've been playing. On to the news. News of the week.
Later today.
Machinima paying people for positive X-Bone coverage. I'm going to call it the X-Bone. I know a lot of people get offended at that. Yes. So what happened is on YouTube, Machinima sent out an email to everyone that they work with. And the email says, we will give you like an extra $3 for every dollar that YouTube gives you if you only talk good things about Machinima and the Xbox One. You must show at least 45 seconds of Xbox One gameplay saying you're playing it on an Xbox One and submit this code. And that's dirty. That's just wrong. Machinima paying people on YouTube to try. And it says in the email, if you talk about this, we will terminate our contract with you.
Well, our contract is terminated. Damn
Yep.
it.
No, dude, I don't want to be part of Machinima. I'll speak out against them.
No, not Machinima.
Oh, you mean
Xbox, right? That's who they're talking about, right?
No, that's Machinima.
Oh,
But I'm sure Xbox is in cahoots with them.
if anyone mentions,
If anyone says anything bad about the Xbox One, well, if anyone mentions this deal, they get cut from Machinima.
oh, right,
Wow.
because Machinima's so huge,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then they're paying you $3 extra for every $1 YouTube pays you if you talk good about the Xbox One and Machinima.
Jesus.
So Xbox is really trying hard to sell itself when
Yeah.
It's
everybody really doesn't want
disgusting.
one.
You know, yeah.
That's so gross.
The thing I've noticed, like if you go to Mickey D's, you see that they're giving away free Xboxes. You watch, I don't know, some random like Taco Bell commercial. We're giving
you
away
watch anything on
free
ESPN.
Xboxes. ESPN. We're giving away free Xboxes with a thing of Madden 25.
I thought Taco Bell's doing PS4.
No, they're doing Xbox One.
They switched it up now.
No.
I thought it was.
But it was PS4 before launch.
Yeah, it was
used
PS4.
to be Vita too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But I've just noticed that Xbox has been doing that a lot, and it's almost like, hey, no one's gonna buy our console, and the only way to get people to buy our console is for their friends to have it. So let's give away a few free ones, and then some friends will be like, "I have this. Why don't you get this too, man?"
Well, and I think they're really depending on their exclusive titles too, like Halo and Rise.
I
and all
don't-
of their Xbox
Titanfall.
exclusive.
They do have some of those, but I don't even think that's like enough for it to sell because the PS4, while at the Xbox One first launched, it was actually outselling the PS4, not total, but week by week. But now that launch window has slowed down, PS4 is starting to sell more and more again. And I think it's not hitting like exclusives well enough. But I think Jake's right. The strategy of, well, my friend has an Xbox One, I should get an Xbox One to play with him. I think that's really the only thing keeping them afloat right now.
And that's a very good tactic.
It is. It is a
Yeah.
very good tactic.
And you know, like I feel like there hasn't even been. There's been a bit. I mean, but I feel like there hasn't been as much advertising for PS4 as there has been for Xbox.
I feel the same way.
And PS4 is totally
Is outselling it.
on equal ground or outselling.
This is why you have to generate like good rep with your consumers. You can't just be like, okay, no used games, okay, none of this, okay, none of that. And then all of a sudden be like, oh, wait, we changed our minds. Like, it's too late. You have to talk to the people who are going to
Right.
buy your stuff first.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that they're also $100 more than the PlayStation. You know?
For a Kinect that I'm not going to use.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Redonkulous.
with that, speaking of other things, I mean, Nick, do you have anything to say?
No.
Yeah, I was going to.
If I have something to say, I'll chime in.
Okay.
Go
just
fuck
wondering.
yourself. Fuck yourself.
It's because we're just using 2 mics, and it's kind of awkward.
We're
using
with 3 mics for 4 people.
And it's a
little
from
awkward.
humble beginnings,
Yeah.
guys. From humble
Yeah.
beginnings.
It'll change soon, hopefully. Maybe.
Hopefully, yeah.
Probably not. We'll probably lose a mic one day.
We need to start. need to
lose
start
one?
adding cameras too, because people want to look at our ugly mugs. That makes it more
I
entertaining.
mean, you're ugly.
That's
I'm
gonna be a
semi-attractive.
bit in. I mean, hey, if this takes off in the first few weeks, I mean, hey, everyone, you should just leave tons of comments and be like, hey, we love you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We need to get a
so
PayPal.
many comments.
Yeah, post us.
E-
I don't
even if we
care.
suck, let
I
us
don't even
know.
care what the comments are. It could be like Jake sucks big hairy donkey balls.
Which is true. Like, I
Which
totally understand that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does that on the weekends
I do it.
occasionally
Yeah.
when he can afford it. But
Haters make us famous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all right. Well, that just, now I just feel like an asshole. Okay.
Like, seriously,
No.
if you have any constructive criticism,
Yeah.
Be more constructive with your feedback.
We
Tell us.
need as
Tell us
much
we suck.
criticism as we can get.
Anyway, next piece of news.
Next piece of news that I want to kind of relate to that is Nintendo has a very tough year ahead. Last year, they projected they were going to sell 9 million Wii U's. They had a whole year out on the market. They were going to see how it was going to do. They sold 2.8 projected.
Wow.
Like, they sold 6 million fewer Wii U's than they thought they were going to sell. Now, Nintendo's in a very weird position because while the Wii U is eating shit through a straw, the 3DS is the best-selling platform in North America.
Yeah, I've got one.
Everyone at this table has one but me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I have one.
it
It's
is-
fantastic.
it is easily, like, they're in a very weird spot where their console's just tanking. They have Bayonetta 2. They have Smash Brothers.
Mhm.
They have the new X game, which is something Xeno-related. And they have the new Legend of Zelda. And that's about all they have.
But I mean, I don't even know. Like, when you really think about it, like when I look at my 3DS now, it's kind of just like I bought it for one game. And that was
Pokemon?
it. Yeah, Pokemon. That was it.
I
That
bought
was-
it. I bought it for a few reasons.
Like I might get
You
the
know?
other Zelda game too. I might just get like Ocarina of Time 3D and the new one that's coming out. But
and
other
Smash
than
Brothers
that,
when that comes out.
is that coming out for the 3DS?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which that's one less reason to buy a Wii U.
Right.
Yeah. Then
The reason I bought a 3DS is because I want my Mario fix, but I don't want to buy a whole new console.
Nintendo has glimpsed the future, and
You
the
know?
future is more damn Mario.
Right.
And yeah,
Like I want to see those classic games, but I don't want to buy a new console. You know.
especially a console that you're not ever going to use.
Right.
Fool me once, shame on you.
It'd be great if they had a console that had all the classic games, but also created a new revenue of gaming.
They have the virtual console, so you can play all your classic favorites.
But I don't want to play only classic favorites, you know?
They have a
It's
very,
crazy.
very
It's
tough
crazy.
year ahead of them, because even with those 4 games, no one knows if the new Zelda is going to come out. No one knows when Smash Brothers is going to come out. And we have the PS4 and the Xbox One about to just kick it into high gear this March with Watch Dogs and Metal Gear and stuff like that. And then we got E3 coming up. Infamous Second Son, that's going to be great. Just a ton of stuff coming out. So Nintendo has a very tough year ahead of them. And I wonder what it's going to turn out. I wonder how that's going to happen. Jake and I were talking about this, about releasing an upgraded console, about releasing a console that's somewhat better for a little bit more money. And they would be the first, I think, financially in the position to do that, because they have a lot of slush funds from the Wii, and the Wii U is tanking really hard. And I think they need to release a modern console in order to stay competitive.
I don't know, man. I think they just need to stick to 3DS for this generation, man. Sit it out. Stop spending all the money and start researching for next gen. And just kick everyone's ass.
I've said it before. I think they should just stop what they're doing.
They can't
and
just
go
stop,
into
'cause
portables.
I was just going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they started making cell phone games.
Oh yeah, that would be.
That would make sense.
That would be
'cause
really cool.
Mario could run, like the
Yeah.
original Mario could run on my phone, you know?
Mario 3D Land.
So-
could
No,
run
do like
on your phone.
do like the Mushroom Kingdomville, like
Oh God.
like microtransactions filled, like all Nintendo themed. That would make so much money.
That would.
It would be crazy.
I'd never play it.
What if
I
know
wouldn't
people
play
that
it, but
would play
people would.
Yeah.
Nintendo releases its own tablet?
That would be
I thought
weird.
Microsoft was doing something weird like that.
Well, I
Microsoft
mean,
has
I-
released
Well, I mean, that
plenty of
wasn't like the
tablets.
Surface, but
I mean, I feel like Microsoft has released a bunch of tablets because
It's
that's
called
kind of
Windows.
yeah,
you know what I
it's
meant.
kind of their shit.
Yeah,
You know,
know what I
they
meant.
make phones and
like
stuff.
even if their gaming console didn't work out,
like,
Sony makes phones
they're,
too.
they're still
Sony makes phones. Sony makes TVs. Sony makes sound.
They already have a
systems.
tablet. It's called the
Like,
Wii U controller.
if their gaming section, yeah, if their gaming section just failed, Windows or Microsoft would still be a thing.
Yep.
You know,
Same thing with
but
Sony
like,
though.
but like if
They'd be
Nintendo's
very weird.
if Nintendo's gaming stopped, it would be gone. You know, Nintendo would be done.
Yeah.
There'd be no more Nintendo.
I really wonder what's going to happen. This is funny. This is odd, because we've talked about Nintendo pretty much at least twice a month, back when Punkass Gaming was still going. And now that we're in DAOSmancave, in like almost a year later, we're still talking about the troubles that Nintendo's going through. But they have somehow managed to consistently weather the storm every single time. They're still here. Even after the Wii U started to drop. I mean, the Wii started to drop, and then the Wii U started to drop, and 6 months after the 3DS came out, they had to cut the price by a third just to stay competitive. They have weathered every storm that they faced, so I wonder what's going to happen.
But the Wii U is going to be so cheap one day, I might as well just buy one, you know?
And you're going to regret it. You're going to be like, that was $200 I flushed down the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna buy it for $200. He'll buy it when it's $50 at like Hastings or something.
You know,
like
I'd
that.
probably buy it for $150.
I would buy it for $150.
buy it
That's
for-
cheap as hell.
Yeah, I'd buy it
I
for
wouldn't.
$150.
It
all
wouldn't.
day.
I wouldn't play it.
I wouldn't play it, but I'd still own it at $150.
I think-
I'm also the guy who buys games with the intention of never playing them.
I think I would play it
true.
more than all of you guys here because I'm the most casual gamer, and I enjoy myself a good Mario.
Well, the only way that would happen is if they somehow got Game Dev Tycoon onto the Wii U.
It could happen.
A bunch of indie games. With some Don't Starve and some Bindings of Isaac on there, and then we'll be good.
Seeking into the future of gaming, tomorrow, Dead Rising 3, the Xbox One exclusive, has a 13 gigabyte patch. A patch. 13 gigabytes.
Holy
patch?
A patch.
shit.
Don't they have to like spend a lot of money so that Microsoft can be like, okay, yeah, you can patch?
I think they've. I don't know. I don't
Maybe
know if
that's-
Microsoft's still
maybe
like
that's-
that. That was the case on the 360.
Maybe that's why it's a 13 gigabyte patch.
That's
so
why
that
they
they-
used.
so they get it all out of the way now,
That
and they don't have
makes
to patch
sense.
it.
That's why they used to do that with the 360. But if you remember, the 360 had the problem of some people had the freaking core system, which didn't have a hard drive, which means that Microsoft had placed rules saying you're not allowed to make a patch bigger than like a gigabyte because there are people
Right.
out there who won't be able to get it.
Mhm.
But now this patch is 13. That's, I think BioShock Infinite is 7.
How long do you?
DMC Devil May Cry is 6 gigs.
How long do you
Those
think
are
that
full
would be to download?
games. I have no clue. I have 150 meg speed.
Well, it doesn't. Someplace tested it where the PlayStation 4 against the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 4 downloads are way faster than the
Wow.
Xbox.
That's
And,
strange.
Like, what takes the PlayStation 4 like a minute takes the Xbox like 13 minutes.
Just
so
the-
with
the-
13 gigabytes, that's got to be like a day.
The thing I
to
just
update.
that just boggles my mind is why anyone would pay $100 more
For the same thing.
for a console that looks so far, to my knowledge, just seems shittier than the PS4.
Let's not alienate anyone.
I'm not alienating. I'm just saying.
My thing here is I used to work for.
Halo. Oh wait, no.
And I used to be a
Halo's
huge
gone.
Xbox fan. I mean, I still kind of am, and I would love to play Titanfall on an Xbox.
He used to be a big Xbox guy, and then we all got PlayStation 3s.
I still prefer the Xbox controller over the PS3 controller.
Really?
But the
What
PS4
about the
controller.
PS4
PS4 controller I would take any day.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that
haven't-
controller's sweet.
Makes
But
sense.
to Xbox defense, I haven't really touched the new Xbox controller.
We did at Walmart.
I didn't play a game with it.
It's
though.
it's
the
I don't
same
like
thing.
it.
It's the
It's
same
not.
thing.
Put
It's
it in my
not
hand.
because the bumpers.
It's lighter, and
bumpers are
The
worse.
bumpers are way worse. They're angled at a different way. It's way harder to hit them.
Yeah.
Although that left bumper and right bumper, you're not using those as often.
No.
But still, they're way harder to hit,
Yeah.
and your hand is a lot more cramped on that controller. I've noticed because the PS4 controller is a lot more
But
wide.
does it fit in your hand?
It does still
God.
fit in your hand. It's not a bad controller.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it still is next generation, and it's still a good console, but in comparison,
well, my point, I was going to make this a point. I used to work for DirecTV. There are people out there that have DirecTV because they live in the middle of goddamn nowhere. They use a satellite TV provider. There are people out there with internet that caps them at 20 gigabytes a month.
right.
This is 13 of your 20 in a month. And
Yeah.
this downloads in one day. This is one game.
Right.
13 gigabyte patch.
And
All they say is that they're increasing stability and allowing them for DLC that's coming out later. You don't need 13 gigabytes to do that.
Well, maybe this will like retexture everything.
also, we have
I highly doubt it.
we have a friend who lived in Canada who had the same kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Where he had a certain amount of gigabytes that he was allowed
in
to.
Canada, you
Yeah.
have to like they have caps on how much they
Yeah,
use.
I'm not like
That's
I'm
awful.
not too sure. I'm not like an expert on that, but that's what he told me.
Joe?
I'm talking about Joe.
I didn't know. I mean, like I said, I know people who live out in the middle of nowhere that have data caps on how much internet they're allowed to use, and that's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what this means for the future of gaming. I know that Call of Duty sort of did this on the PS3 because the Blu-ray had a lot more space than the 360 disc did, so they wouldn't compress any of the audio files, so you'd get a much bigger file on the PS3. And I don't know if what this is due to not compressing the audio files or what have it, but 13 gigabytes of a patch is pretty ridiculous. And that makes me wonder what games are going to look like down the road.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, what will internet connections look like down the road though?
Yeah, I mean it's only got to go up from here when it comes to
Google,
internet.
what is it
Google
called?
Fiber.
Google Fiber, yeah, that thing's coming out.
We're getting fiber optics here in the Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
Cox is already going to be a fiber optic provider.
I love
exactly.
Cox.
Donkey Cox.
Dinky King.
Dinky King. All right, in news that isn't related, we have let's jump onto some PS3 news or PS4 news as well. Drive Club just got delayed.
Oh.
At least it's not The Crew.
Yeah, we're looking forward to The Crew. That game looks crazy. I heard the controls are a little bit squirrely, but
I'm just
wait, David, did you get to play The Crew?
Yeah, I played the crew. So did Nick. We both played the crew, him and his girlfriend, at GameStop Expo back last year.
Press pass.
Yeah.
Not on the press pass.
Hey,
No,
shut
but,
up.
I
Shut
mean,
up.
You know,
Don't ruin our legitimacy.
we went in there and we played around with it, and they gave you just one map. I think it was like one map, and you could just kind of go around and do shit and crash into other cars, do some operations. But I mean, for the main part, it was really cool.
Did you get to? Did they let you swap out any of the parts on the cars or anything like that?
Kinda. It was preset. So like you
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
personally. You set up your car piece by piece, and you could see like the basics of what they have.
Okay.
And then
But
you do
you
a
could-
race, and then the next thing you do is like try to kill this AI car that's driving around, and whoever does the most damage wins the shirt or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But
Right.
They switch the terrain type for the vehicles from like street to off-road, I guess. All terrain, I guess.
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
you went to a couple different areas. Went to like a beachy place, a forest.
Okay, so was it the E3 demo that they showed, where like all of a sudden they're on a beach and now they're in a forest and now they're on a highway?
No,
okay.
no. I guess it just so happened to sound like that.
I'm pretty excited to see new racing games that aren't Need for Speed.
That aren't Need for Speed, that aren't Forza, that aren't Gran Turismo.
That
Gran
aren't
Turismo 6 came out.
Burnout.
What happened?
That was
Why releasing that for the PS3 is such a joke? Why would they do that? Nobody bought that game.
That was also at the GameStop Expo.
Gran
that one
Turismo
was
6.
really interesting.
But yeah, Drive Club just got delayed. It was supposed to come out February 22nd, the day of our show.
Oh, wow.
The day of our band show. It was supposed to come out February 22nd because that's when the PS4 comes out in Japan. And they just pushed that game back. So that's one fewer game that Japan has. And Japan likes to race cars. So I don't know why they do that. But they just pushed it back. So with that, we also have Last of Us DLC being dated. Coming out February 14th.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Heck yes.
It's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Romantic. A romantic day of zombie killing and little children.
And the
death.
apocalypse.
Little children getting separated by
Yeah.
infections and
and
stuff.
dying. Creating tragic
Zombies.
stories.
It's all classic February 14th Valentine's
cutesy
Day
game,
stuff.
but
you
we
know?
all know how it ends.
Actually, if your girlfriend was into all that, that'd be a sweet Valentine's Day.
And I mean, if you don't have a girlfriend, it still works out because now you have a reason to be crying.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I'm so glad you're on this show.
God damn it.
Yeah. So they said it was going to be a little bit more playful after all these like two young girls in the mall. But
It's like my dream come true.
yeah, hopefully Last of Us Game of the Year
I have been
unanimously
growing my
for
mustache.
all of us here.
Yeah,
Game
no.
of the Year 2013.
It was
so
fantastic.
we're
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah.
Already?
Last of Us 2.
Already. You
Yeah.
want another one?
I want another one now.
Also,
I think they
No.
should wait like 3 or 4 years before they release it.
speaking of that, this is kind
They
of
will.
old. This is kind of
And it
I
makes
hope
me
so.
sad.
I
but
hope so.
well, this is old news at this point, but like a couple weeks ago, Naughty Dog said, "Don't count out Last of Us on the PS4. It could still happen." And
God,
I would love for that to happen.
Oh
that
my
would be
god.
amazing. Could you imagine?
That'd be so
know.
good. I'd replay the game just on the PS4.
I'm already replaying it. I replay it again.
Yeah. That is such a good game.
It
oh my
is.
gosh.
And with the more PS4, the guy who made Resogun said they're working on Resogun DLC and a new PS4 game.
Really?
They're already coming out with a new game.
Do you know what the new PS4 game is? Is it gonna
No,
be
he
like,
just said it's a new project.
Oh, okay.
So
DLC free? No.
I don't know.
See?
He didn't say on that. They're just working on two projects at once. It's just like three guys.
Not specific enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it just got announced like maybe half an hour ago.
I'm kind of over Resogun. It was fun, but it's kind of boring now.
Well, now you're getting DLC.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, I hope it is too. It probably will be. Man, we're just tearing through news bullets at this point. I might add some of my own news in here. But
You know what else was delayed? Just to move on. you know, from
it's a tragic delay on this one too.
Yeah, from something other than video games. Something was delayed close to my heart. Very close to my heart. Batman was delayed until
The new Batman movie.
until
The new
2016.
2016.
That's not too bad.
No, do you understand how futuristic that sounds?
I'm so
it's only until 2016.
Well,
we should have like self-lacing shoes, and we'll be 22 years old.
This year is going to be like the release of all these really shitty games that are. Well, they're not going to be shitty, but they're going to be like the low-end games.
I
of
can
the
tell
generation.
this was built for the last generation.
And then 2015 will be like what the next generation's supposed to look like. And I think that's where video games is going to go. And then movies is going to go like kind of in the same direction. It's going to be this year's going to be pretty slow. It's going to have like Lego.
No, there's
movie,
some good
whatever.
movies. It's got Godzilla, man.
Godzilla comes out this year.
I haven't seen it.
Woo!
I haven't seen anything on it.
RoboCop. Yeah, that comes out right after Lego
like
movie.
I said, terrible movies that are coming out.
No.
I'm just kidding. I love RoboCop.
All of us
But the
do.
new one does look horrible, but
I thought
whatever.
it looked really cool.
Whatever.
I thought it looked cool.
There's a reason they moved it away. I don't know, man. But I mean, yeah, you're right.
David, you were gonna say something?
What? No, I was just about ready to punch Nick in the face. I was
But-
like, RoboCop, you cannot.
You're
say
right.
that.
You're right. For next year, for movies, dude, we got the next Jurassic Park coming out. We
Wait,
got
2016?
2015.
Oh, okay.
wow.
We've got the next Jurassic Park coming out. We've got the next Terminator coming out. The next Star Wars coming out. We've got
like I said, 2015 is
Dude,
going to be the better year.
2015 is going to be
2014 is
crazy.
going to be
year.
the next
year.
what's it called?
2016 is going to be future.
The next Avengers movie, Avengers 2 comes out
in
next
2015.
year. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
See,
soon.
All these
Yeah.
awesome movies are coming out. We're gonna be 21s. We're gonna be drunk as shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You're
a good
right.
Year. It's gonna be a good
But
year.
it's just really sad because I fucking love Batman, and I was just so excited.
Is what's his face still?
It's gonna be Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone
I
hates
thought
it.
I heard otherwise.
Everyone hates it, but I think this is I think he's gonna be a great Batman.
I just can't see a Batman video game because they're gonna make one, and I just can't look at a Batman video game and
I
think,
don't think they
and
will.
then hear Ben Affleck's voice.
I don't think they will make one because did they for
The Dark Knight?
No,
Yeah.
they didn't.
Well, they had like
and
iOS
not for
games.
Dark Knight Rises
No,
either.
No.
They didn't. They had Arkham City, Arkham Asylum.
They might have had a Batman.
and
they
those
had
are
iOS games.
those are different people. You
I
know?
think they had a Batman Begins game though.
Did they?
Yeah,
I didn't play.
that was like 2003. So,
But I really don't care about the games. I just care about the movie because I don't like playing movie games anyway. But the Batman games are really good. But
the new Batman games,
yeah.
I don't know. It's
City and Asylum.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I've never played Origins, so I can't say.
None
much.
of us here have.
I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Did you
I've
like it?
gone through
Is it the same thing as Arkham City?
It's like Arkham City. Like they really shrunk down what Gotham is supposed to be.
That's
It's still a
pretty
big map,
stupid.
but like you can't like go to Wayne Tower. Like that's not even part of the map. That's like in the.
It wasn't in
background.
Arkham City either. You couldn't go to Wayne Tower.
Yeah.
You can sneak out of the map and fly over there, but
Well, yeah, but I mean, you could probably do. I don't even know if you could do it the same way here. Like you have a fast travel system and things like that, but you can't. You can't. It's not really Gotham City. It's like you're on an island that's kind of off the coast by Gotham City, somewhere over that direction.
I heard it was just Arkham City more, and I don't need that because I played the
That's
fucking hell.
That's
out
pretty
of
much
Arkham
what it
City.
is. And like you feel like you're in Arkham City. Like there are certain aspects of the Gotham City that you're flying around in that just feel like Arkham City.
See, I try to move away from video games for a little bit, and
And it goes right back to video
jump
games.
right back into
Well,
it.
let me try and move off back onto movies. There's a Magic the Gathering movie coming,
I'm excited.
and not only that, it's a series of movies.
I want Elspeth.
You got to share
That
the
would
mic
be
there,
really
brother.
cool.
Well, the thing is, they already have like a series of Magic the Gathering books. They have a lore
comics and
built up,
stuff, Yeah.
so it's probably going to be about Jace.
It's probably going to be about all of them.
Do you think it's actually gonna work out though?
It
Not
is
as
being
well as you
written by the
think.
guy who is writing a bunch of like X-Men stuff right now for Marvel.
The
So-
lore is pretty good with.
They could do it.
They could do it, but it's just a huge
Fox
story.
Fox Movies is going to do that, like
Yeah.
20th century, even though it's not 20th century anymore.
Yeah.
Copyright.
You just got pulled off YouTube. Yay.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's getting its own movies. And that's big news because David, Nick, I, We all
Sometimes
play
drink.
Magic. We were playing
Sometimes
Magic while we were setting up the equipment for this show.
Well, I was setting up the equipment. Let's be honest.
So
We're not the producer.
we
So-
play a lot of Magic here, and we're probably going to end up going to see these movies.
Yeah.
I would.
Back to video games.
No,
though.
okay,
all
okay,
these
okay.
video game
Okay.
movies.
Magic the Gathering isn't a video game.
Right.
It's
But what
life.
It's an experience.
It's a
it's-
lifestyle.
It's a game, right? It's a card game.
It's also
And
jail
then
time.
there was all these rumors about all these different video game movies coming out, like
The BioShock movie.
the BioShock movie,
The Uncharted movie.
Assassin's Creed
they
movie.
say that every year. Ask Creed.
Um,
They say that every year.
Wait,
Yeah.
Uncharted, BioShock, Assassin's Creed, Mass Effect. That
It
was
just-
going to be a movie.
That one has actually been confirmed not to happen. though.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I don't know, man.
World of Warcraft. That was going to be a movie.
Was it?
Sam
Wow.
Raimi was going to make that one.
Like, it's like they think that, oh, this is a good game, it'll make a good movie, and then they really think about it and they're
yeah,
like,
but that's not
bad
the case.
idea.
They can make a good BioShock movie.
And you
I
know,
don't know,
Mass
man.
Effect could make a good movie.
No.
I think
It's
it could.
too
No, there's too
involved.
many characters.
Yeah.
Think
it's-
about that. You're writing Garrus, you're writing Tali,
They
you're
could probably
writing
make a series
of movies or a
of
TV
like a
show.
TV show. Like
That'd be
a
kind of cool.
TV series, a miniseries.
That
or
would be
something.
really cool.
sci-fi.
But
see
it's
that.
kind of a risky thing to do, you know?
Defiance was a risky ass thing to do, and that
And that's
succeeded.
a fantastic show.
Fantastic show. Not a very good game, but they're still keeping the show going. It's
Yeah.
getting a season 2. They took a big risk on that, and
It just
it
seems
succeeded.
it seems as though people are really scared to make new movies nowadays.
Mass Effect would be so amazing as a TV series if they did it like Star Trek. If they did like The Adventures of Shepard, and like each episode was just kind of like not related to each other,
Stardate 66.
it would be so.
Stardate 66.
Beam me up, Scotty.
It's like way past that, according to
I don't know. I
It's
don't
like
know
20
what space time is.
like 2561, but like
All I know is the flux
Beam me up, Scotty.
capacitor.
Oh yeah, Anderson, dude. What if they actually got Keith David to freaking
Oh,
be
man.
Anderson? Oh my gosh.
Oh, my
We need
goodness.
this to be a
That
TV
would be
show, please.
fantastic.
Oh, it would be so cool if they
That would
covered
be
like a bunch
awesome.
of like they go into the Rachni Wars and the Krogan Rebellion and they cover all
Seeing
that.
Miranda and her tight little outfit.
We don't even have to cover
What
that.
about like what if they got the chick who does lightning to do the old lady with the
It's not. You mean Liara?
Allie Hillis. Allie Hillis.
Liara is not that. Well, I mean, she's kind of old, but
You know,
she's the nurse guy. She's the doctor lady in the
she's not Dr. Choc. She is Dr. Chakwas.
Yeah, she's
that would be
Dr.
crazy.
Dr. Chakwas.
you know what movie I want to see? I want to see a Saints Row movie.
Wait, no. Lightning is not Dr. Chakwas. There's no way.
That'd be incredible.
Saints
I know
Row,
she's-
the
I know
movie,
she's
would be
Liliana.
awesome.
That'd be so freaking.
I think she's
it
Liara.
would, be a
Liara.
bomb, but that'd be a
I'm
great
saying Liliana.
movie.
I'm still stuck on Magic. But yeah, Liara.
She's not Dr. Chakwas. I'm pretty sure.
You guys are
she's
nerding out
Liara.
right now.
Yeah, I'm nerding the hell out. Mass
uh,
Effect, the show, would be amazing. If
Saints
it was
Row.
like
Fantastic.
Star Trek, like Voyager,
Saints
or
Row
even
movie.
Deep Space Nine.
You want to know a real deep show? Final Fantasy, the show. You'd be
No, that'd be so
you'd be
boring
so
and
screwed.
so slow.
You wouldn't know where you're going.
That would be the most dramatic thing in the world.
It would
I
have
think
to be
everybody-
Japanese.
I think everybody
everyone-
would just be like, "I'm done with all this drama."
Everyone dying.
Everybody dies. Everybody's crying. Everybody's losing sons and losing
No.
chocobos.
Just
and
stop saving people's
Oh,
lives and
dude.
it'll be okay.
That would be amazing, actually. Like a giant, full-scale, like chocobo battle.
Just let them die.
They don't
Just
battle
let them die and
chocobos.
it'll be over. And then kill yourself. It'll be over. You'll save
Chocobos
everyone.
are like horses. They race them and they ride them.
Man,
If you just let them go on the plane, so many people would have lived
What plane?
in the first.
What are you talking
what?
about?
I don't know, man.
In the first.
In the first
She's Liara. I
Independence
looked
Day?
that up.
I don't know, man.
I
Oh,
knew she
okay.
was Liara. Who's Dr. Chakwas? I have to look that up. Keep going.
The first-
Find something to talk
So,
about.
If they didn't get
Is
on
there
the
any more
plane.
news stories?
Yes, of course there's more.
Let's move on to the next news.
Yeah.
Rust has earned 40% of the the guy who made Gmod, Gary's Mod, made this game called Rust.
Yep.
And Gary's Mod has been out for a long time. And it has made a considerable amount of money. Rust, within 5 weeks of coming out, has made 40% of that.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And how long has Gary's Mod been out?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
a
like,
long
I feel like it's
time.
been out a while.
like at least 7 years.
Yeah. Like I remember playing that before I even moved away. That's
I'm
a long time.
I'm trying to see if it says on my Steam account. It doesn't.
Yeah, that game has been out for a long time. Oh man, no, Dr. Chalk was not.
It looks like an interesting game too, Rust. I'd like to play that a little bit.
It looks interesting.
It looks a little rough right now. Looks a
a
little
little rusty.
rusty.
Oh God.
Okay,
The puns.
thanks guys. And I have two final pieces of news. I looked that up. Dr. Chalk was someone different. Star Wars 1313.
Oh no.
This is an important game. Star Wars 1313 was like the first next generation game ever getting shown off.
Yep.
It looked fantastic. You were a bounty hunter. You were going in through the 13 levels on like this tower in Coruscant. It looked awesome as hell. Well, then it was made by LucasArts. LucasArts wasn't doing too well. Disney bought them out.
Yep.
Canceled them and said, if you guys are going to make any more Star Wars games, we'll let EA continue to publish the Star Wars games.
Yep.
But we're not going to do anything on that end. You guys are going to try and figure that out yourselves, which is why DICE is making Battlefront. But Star Wars 1313 looked to be like a sweet game, the first next generation game. As of December 23rd of last year, that trademark is abandoned. They haven't requested to renew it. They haven't refiled anything. They've completely abandoned that project. There's probably a game out there somewhere. But as of now, that was an important game, and it's completely gone.
I was so excited. I remember like the first day, literally the first day that video was released on 1313, like the alpha footage of them going around doing shit. I'm watching YouTube, and I was like having a hard spaz attack.
It was like Uncharted, but Star Wars.
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. The final piece of news was actually going to be on our show last week, but I didn't get to talk about. This is weird. I wanted this piece of news because it is some strange-ass news. Out of CES, the first week of the year, Toshiba has unveiled that you can start streaming games through their TV. Just through their TV. Like, you don't need a console. You just stream games through their TV.
Maybe this is the future of gaming.
What do you mean stream games?
They had, like, a deal with Capcom. You were able to play, like, Devil May Cry's.
with the TV remote?
I don't know how they did it. They did it through some controller, but you could just stream games through the TV.
That's really weird.
This
Really
is,
weird.
This is the future of gaming.
That's the future.
But then what happens when the internet explodes?
Well, again, they're like, well, the guys who played it were like, we played Street Fighter 4 and it didn't really work that well, but it still worked.
Y2K? Well, when that happens.
Yeah, when
3005 is when that happens.
We got time.
We got time.
Yeah, but like, I mean, Sony makes TVs, so I mean,
They can do that, and that's
That's
why they're
true.
doing that streaming service that
what
you
if
got to
they
pay
made
for.
like,
Gaikai?
what
or
if they
whatever.
made a TV
Sony now
with a
or-
PS4 built inside of the TV, and you just buy the TV and it's a PS4?
like
and a VHS player.
Younger people now are like, what the hell is a VHS?
Put your cassette in there too.
Oh my god!
8-track.
Your
It's a reel to reel player. You
Put your
can
vinyl in the back.
only Sony. That's all I have for news.
Put the little
great.
scratcher, the little point
Yeah,
on
the
the,
little-
The needle.
the needle.
You didn't know it was called a needle?
I couldn't remember. I was a scratcher, whatever it's called. It's just you just click it into the back of the TV and you put the needle on
It's
it.
actually, it all runs off of analog tape.
The
But,
entire TV.
I mean,
It's actually a cathode ray tube TV.
It turns out
There-
it's actually just a mirror.
There are TVs.
What if it was just a see-through TV, just a sheet of glass, and it was 4K, but it played vinyl and VHS on it? Like,
What?
oh
And,
my
like, the
god!
picture actually shows up through the see-through
No,
glass.
see,
Or?
Yeah,
That'd be
and the
cool.
picture is just like 4K.
that's what I
Like,
said.
no, I mean like VHS. You put a VHS
oh,
in
and
it's 4K.
it's up-res to 4K.
How would that be happening? That'd be
What
awesome.
were you saying, David?
That would be really
well,
good.
I was just gonna say. I mean, they make TVs that can make Blu-ray and have Blu-ray players built into them. So I
They
can.
do?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I can't see any reason why they would not be able to have a PS4 system just built
Wouldn't
into
that be
the
cool?
TV.
But the thing about it is, it's like if your TV if you end up want to upgrade
if you
your TV,
break your TV, there
you gotta
goes your
buy
PS4.
there
Well,
goes your PS4.
There are TVs.
Unless you can like uninstall the PS4 and put it in your new TV. I don't know. That's weird.
You can
Maybe like
snap in your
like an
PlayStation 4.
add-on attachment.
Yeah,
You can snap your PlayStation
and
4 into
it's-
your TV.
and it's like so small, and it'd be cool because you'd be able to like hide it. I don't know. That's weird. It's a weird theory.
can
That's
hide
weird.
your
PS4
weed
Mini
there.
coming soon.
I don't know. That would take a lot of thought.
Dude, the PS4 Slim
From
could very much happen. It probably won't happen for another 2 years, but there will be a PS4 Slim one day.
Well, and I mean, there are also TVs who can update themselves. Like, it has a USB port on the
Mhm.
TV, so you get the update on your USB, plug it into your TV, and your TV's up to date. There are things like that.
We're talking
too.
about the future here.
Oh
Yeah.
my
This is the
God.
fourth dimension.
Like, if your screen's starting to have issues or, like, you're losing pixels and things, you can literally update your TV and fix it just through a USB.
Holy shit.
That's so if there's dead pixels, it'll fix it with an update.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you literally...
that is awesome.
You can update, like, a reset. You can get all these things from a thumbstick.
Not
'cause
only that, but it's flexible. You can bend your TV.
that they put it in your pocket.
If you want the arced TV, you can arc it.
They
If
are
not-
working on flexible glass. That's another thing that's been happening.
Samsung announced a flexible phone, so
Yeah.
now I could finally wrap it around my cock, put it on vibrate, and call myself.
Oh, times are changing.
What a
Women
glorious future
women-
we live in.
Women thought they were the only ones who could really take advantage of their phone. Now they're wrong.
let the good times roll.
Not only that, I was at the Barrett Jackson car show.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I saw someone with Google Glass there.
Really?
That's
Yep.
really cool.
I was like,
were they
I
enjoying it?
I was so tempted to use it. Dude, because then you could look at expensive $1 million cars and porn at the same time,
Oh.
walking around the convention center.
That is a man's dream.
Or they're walking around. They're like, God damn it! Why'd I spend so much money
on
this?
Google Glass.
Fucking Google Glass.
See, if they wouldn't have spent that much money on Google Glass, they could have went toward a nice car.
That could have bought me a
I would've bought
PS4.
a Google Glass.
I would have
than
bought
my
a
car.
Google Glass.
I think I'd rather buy an Oculus Rift than a Google Glass. That's just me.
I don't want head tracking.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
I think I'd
I hope the Oculus Rift turns
Just-
out well.
buy like pizza,
Buy like
to live.
200 pizzas.
200 pizzas.
Just buy a few pizzas.
I wonder what would Domino's or Pizza Hut, what would they actually do if you physically had the money to buy 200 pizzas, but you like ordered it on the phone? It's like, I want
They would
200
do it.
I
pizzas.
was listening.
do it.
They would do it. I was
They
listening
would.
to an episode of Giant Bomb, and like apparently Jack in the Box used to do like burgers for like 50 cents at one point in time.
Really?
So his dad would hand Jeff Gerstmann's father would hand Jeff a $100 bill and just say, "Go nuts." And he'd buy
Wow.
like 200 burgers, and then they'd eat some of it and like freeze the rest.
I used to.
That's a good idea.
I used to actually work at Burger King, and my first day on the job at the Burger King, I moved. I worked at one Burger King and moved to another one. My first day at the new Burger King, someone ordered 250 double cheeseburgers.
Oh my God!
Like they pre-ordered it like an hour in advance, and it was for a football team. So
I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense now.
but yeah,
But I
they
was
would
like,
do
holy
it.
Crap.
They would do it.
yeah, they would do it. They would need like some sort of proof that you're actually going to pick it up. You know, but
Yeah, like I don't even know
so I'm
how.
not gonna, that would be such a waste of pizza.
That would be a lot
Pizza.
of food.
That would. So yeah, fuck Google Glass. Go get yourself some pizza.
Should I start the song before the
No.
release calendar or
No.
after? Okay.
Speaking of things that you can buy, coming out this week, we have Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z for the PlayStation 3, the Vita, and the Xbox 360. So you could take that game on the go with the Vita. Too bad it's not a PS4 game, because that would make a lot more sense. I've moved on, man. I have a PS4. I don't... Even though I'm going back to the PS3, I really want to see games on the PS4.
Yeah, but dude, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we need to pick
Come
that
on,
up.
it's
We're probably
really
gonna buy
good.
this
I'm
game.
probably gonna buy it tomorrow.
I've looked at. I mean, I played it on his Vita, the Battle of Z demo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got it on
Is
his
it
Vita.
fun? Is it fun?
It's really
Oh
good.
my god.
It's interesting. They're really making it more tag team oriented, where you have like 4 people fighting at the same time, whether
Fuck
they're fighting each
yeah.
other or they're fighting one person. But it's like 4 people just kicking something's ass.
Fuck-
like
fuck-
I was playing
fuck
as
the
Goku,
PS4. don't
and I was
care.
fighting with Yamcha, Piccolo, and Gohan, and I was fighting Nappa.
Nappa.
Yeah, I was fighting Nappa.
Vegeta. What does the scouter say? Fuck.
It's over 9,000.
It's over 3.
It's
the farmer was like a power
1,267.
level 3.
Kick his ass.
He was like a level 1, I think.
Was he? He had a
Fight.
shotgun.
You can fight Cybermen too. They're like that. Like literally.
Can you be Master Roshi? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. They haven't unlocked the whole character list, or you only get to play like 3 different characters. But I'm sure Master Roshi's one of the characters.
Because in Budokai Tenkaichi, you could be Master Roshi.
Was he amazing?
He was fucking incredible.
Well, he was probably
and
really shitty.
the cool thing about this game now is that you can
He couldn't
also
fly. He just like kind of floated around.
you can also fight multiple people at the same time.
We're talking about Battle Izzy.
You can actually have 4-on-4, like people to people.
Yeah, we already
I
said
don't know
this.
if you said that.
It's
We
already
did.
been.
Yeah, yeah.
It's already been discussed.
I'm sorry. I'm a little late to the party.
Party.
Did you bring the
He
chips?
just got here, and we're about to end the show.
Yeah.
I just snapped out of the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
I'm here. Are we gonna start the show now?
What else is coming out this week? Still a Vita exclusive game called Ollie Ollie. It's a downloadable game, and it's a 2D skateboarding game that's like really fast and really quick. It has like infinite levels, and it looks to be a lot of fun. Looks to be a cute, charming game, and it looks like an old ass skateboarding game, which kind of miss.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
No, I mean the last game I played was some Tony Hawk game on the PlayStation 1.
Oh my God, you've been away for that long.
Yeah, that's
You didn't even play Underground?
No, like
That one's my favorite.
you could
Wasteland.
Like, the coolest thing about
No, American Wasteland had a cool soundtrack, but like
Dude, the first one was sick.
American Wasteland, there was
Yeah.
only one of them.
There was 2 of them.
There was no American Wasteland 2.
There was.
No, there wasn't.
I promise you, there was.
I'm gonna look that shit up.
I'll look it up. I got a computer.
You got a computer. It was the punk one, and you could ride BMX bikes.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I could swear there's only one of them. And the 360 version was way different than the PS2 version. Although the PS2 version, I will admit, they did the one cool thing where every level was connected to each other, and that was like such like a next gen thing, where there was no loading screens at all in that game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think you're right. Maybe I'm thinking of the.
There was
other one.
Underground too.
Yeah, Underground too. But American Wasteland was the shit.
I didn't really dig it.
Really?
No,
That game was so cool.
no.
Yeah,
when it came out, that game was the shit, man.
my memories of skateboarding games were being able to unlock a cheat code, play as Spider-Man on a skateboard, and just.
That's Tony Hawk 3. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude,
It was on.
I had
It was like an
1,
old
2,
one.
and 3. They were all good.
But Tony
I had
Hawk 4.
Skate.
Skate was good.
That's later on.
I love Skate. Tony Hawk 4 had the best soundtrack, though. It had the best one of them all. It had like System of a Down, AC/DC. It had a lot of great
What does Tony
music.
Hawk even do? Does he still skateboard?
Yeah, not as much. His son is kick ass.
He's. I didn't.
He has
Riley
he has
Hawk.
He has a
How
clothing
old?
line too.
Right, Hawk.
Riley Hawk.
Man.
Riley
man.
Hawk.
Mike Hawk.
Riley Hawk. He's like 22. He's like not that much older than we are.
Wow.
He's awesome.
Man.
He's really good.
He's not that
Tony
much
Hawk
older,
is
but he's
old,
way
man.
better off.
Tony Hawk's an old man now.
That's weird.
Is he like 60?
No,
He's like
he's like in his late 40s. Like I think he's older than my mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't bring your mom into this. Come on.
Hey, I saw your mom last night, by the way.
Oh, okay, that's dirty. The final game that's coming out this week.
Oh, I got her.
I'm glad you know that joke. The final game coming out this week, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for the PS4 and the Xbox One. So you're getting the upgraded version of the Tomb Raider reboot that came out last year.
Weird.
Yep.
For reboot of the reboot.
For
Reboot
PS4?
of the
It's not a reboot of the reboot, but it's a remake of the reboot. I don't know what they're doing different, but it's the PS4 and Xbox One.
It's
That's
graphics.
awesome.
It's all graphic wise.
Yeah, sure.
That's in my Game Informer. Actually.
Oh, is it only graphics?
It's gameplay features, graphics, but I mean, it's just really they're enhancing it to the point where it's next gen graphical level. But
Okay.
so it works on the PS4. They're really just updating the graphics and making it look. It looks fantastic.
It does
really,
look
it looks like a
really good.
beautiful
That game was already good looking when it
Mhm.
came out. So
Well, I mean now
Almost
like
as good looking
there.
as
I
you.
don't know. I don't think they had it on the consoles, but I had the PC version, and they had a thing called like tessellated hair, and they literally
Mhm.
they had it to where it was every single strand was its own strand of hair. So like if wind was
Next
blowing, you'd see it
generation.
going. And I don't know if they're going to bring that into
God.
the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
they probably can.
But that was one of the
Next
really cool
generation.
features
That's
because
so
I
incredible.
have a semi decent computer, and that one thing would make my computer lag so bad because it just for some odd reason it's really good.
That needs a good.
Next generation is hair.
next generation is,
Final Fantasy was going to like
Skin.
but the next
and
generation
water.
is also here.
that was really bad.
It's the current generation now.
That was fantastic. Bro.
Yeah, last generation was fire and water. This generation is hair and like particles.
I don't know, man. They're really improving on water, except for Battlefield, which just looks like
I
Jello.
like the Battlefield water.
It looks like Jello, man.
It looks like gray slush. I
Like
kind of like
you
it.
jump into it, it looks like you're never gonna come out of it. Like it's just
I know
Jell-O.
it's harrowing, especially when you're in a boat and it like floods your boat. I'm like, oh shit, we're really on the high seas.
Oh man, get this Jello out of my boat.
Yeah, like god damn it, Jello.
Somebody eat all this for me.
I need
Just
someone to
get a
eat.
straw.
It's an ocean of Jello.
It's also a last generation game on a current generation system.
Right.
I can tell this is a last generation game.
Yes, indubitably.
But yeah, that's all I have time for this week. That's all we have time for this week.
Whatever. We have more time. We're just out of stories.
We're out of stories. It's a slow point in gaming. Like, there's nothing going on. It's and there won't be until March, and that's why a lot of people are waiting. So, yeah. I was your host, Brad Vidrios. This was the first episode of the DAOSmancave. We're having some technical issues trying to get the closing song in here. I'm just... There we go.
We got a special treat for you guys.
This is a throwback to early days of Punkass Gaming. Yeah, I was your host, Brad Vidrios of the DAOSmancave, the producer on the Wheels of Steel.
Yo, I was Jake. It's fun, guys.
Brand new fourth chair.
Yep, I'm David.
And I'm Nick.
Hey, also don't forget to check us out on Facebook,
We have a Facebook page
facebook.com/DAOSmancave.
and
So-
YouTube.
YouTube.
Of course, you're watching this on
If
YouTube.
you're watching this on YouTube, but you may be watching us
Like
on
and subscribe.
Podbean too.
Comment.
So check us out on YouTube. We post different videos other than this video of us playing the Vitya games.
Don't forget to like our video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one.
And don't forget about our sponsor, Amazon. I'm just
No. And GameStop, power to the players.
Man, I didn't know that happened.
It happened. The final episode of Punkass Gaming got sponsored by GameStop, and then I punched Jake in the face, and all of that went gone.
Good job.
all of it.
All of that.
Good job,
And it was a
Brad.
good episode, too.
That was like our best episode that we ever did too. Compared to
From
this,
humble beginnings.
compared to this, probably
anyway,
the best.
till next
episode.
week.
Till next week. That was Monday, January 20th. See you soon.
Smash it in, bang. Let me smack it, girl. Smash it in, bang. Let me smack it, girl. Smash it in, bang. Let me smack it, girl. Smash it in, bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing. Let me smack it, girl. Hey, smash it in, bang. Let me smack it, girl. Hey, smash it in, bang. Let me smack it, girl. Hey, smash it in, bang. The way I work that kitty gonna make your heart sing.
Link Falsey, no coordination. Smash and bang is my favorite combination.